Hello, I'm Quasi on board. Welcome to another video. Today we're doing The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I would say I thoroughly enjoyed the first album by them. I was told that this is, I'm pretty sure, their best album. I believe it was their third. Um, and from what I'm seeing here, from just like a brief description of the bio of the album, because I try to go into them completely blind, but it says that it's the concept behind it is a young man on the edge of death, passing into the afterlife. Really interesting idea there. And then to like go with the title and everything. I'm assuming it's the scale overall is gonna be like a lot bigger and like grander overall. But we'll see. I want to see how their sound like shifts and like develops. So this should be interesting. The first track is called "The End," actually. Pretty short too.
Now come on, come all to this tragic affair. Wipe off that makeup, what's in is despair. So throw on the black dress, mix in with the lot. You might wake up and notice you're someone you're not. If you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out firsthand what it's like to be me. So gather round, piggies, and kiss this goodbye. I'd encourage your smiles, I'll expect you won't cry. Another contusion, my funeral jag. Here's my resignation, I'll serve it in drag. You've got front row seats to the penitent's bar. When I grow up, I
Like
want
the
to
chord
be
accent.
I say,
I think it's about to go into the next track, but I like the build up there. It sounds a little tragic, um, obviously with the lyrics and everything, but also the way the piano chords were building. Um, and then I like the almost what it was like a funeral invitation, and then it flips to like the like a wake. And it's like really theatrical. It got really dramatic with the shifts in the sound. Yeah, track two.
and if your heart stops beating, I'll be here wondering, did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life, and if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, baby. Did you get what you deserve? wouldn't it be great to take a pistol by the hand? And wouldn't it be great if we were dead in my honest observation during this operation? Found a complication in your heart so loud, 'cause now you've got maybe just 2 weeks to live.
Catchy, but a lot of chaotic, like frenetic moments. I think yeah, I like that one more. It was really energetic. Like I said, frenetic. Remind me of like a macabre like funhouse sound. Um, almost like sarcastic and mocking at parts, like when they saying like, "Have you heard the news that you're dead?" Like really sarcastic, and honestly, interesting how you can make something so morbid and like dark, kind of like poppy, like punk sound, like really fun to listen to. It's weird. It's weird they're able to do that. But yeah, I like that track. Track two. This is how I disappear. like how he like embodied the desperation there, like on with the vocals, like the who gave you the right to do this to me. It was like devastation, like really haunting themes in there. Um Grief, like past memories and like fears, you know. A lot of those things associated with death in different ways. Um I really liked how they layered the guitars on there and the vocals having like heavier reverb on them also. I think added to the overall I guess sonic texture and just overall production was really great there. Um yeah, I like that one. I don't know, is that like punk or is that like gothic? I don't know. I'm not like well versed in like that overall sound. The Sharpest Lives, track 4.
Well, it rains and it pours when you're out on your own. If I crash on the couch, can I sleep in my clothes? 'Cause I spent the night dancing, I'm drunk, I suppose. If it looks like I'm laughing, I'm really just asking to leave. This alone, you're in time for the show. You're the one that I need, I'm the one that you loathe. You can watch me corrode like a beast in repose. 'Cause I love all the poison away with the boys in the band. I've really been on a bender and it shows. So why don't you blow me? What gives me false streak? Give me a shot to remember. And you can take all the pain away from me. You can say I will surrender. The sharpest lives I pretend me as to lead. And let it burn all the empires. So bright the sun is the shame to rise and be in love with all of these vampires. So you can leave like the same abandon me. There's a place in the dark where the animals go. You can take off your skin in the cannibal glow. Juliet loves a beat and the lust it commands. Drop the dagger and lather the blood on your hands, Romeo. I've really been on a bender and it shows. So why don't you blow me? What gives me false drink? Give me a shot to remember. And you can take all the pain away from me. You can say I will surrender. The sharpest lives I pretend me as to lead. And let it burn all the empires. So bright the sun is the shame to rise and be in love with all of these vampires. So you can leave like the saint, abandon me. Give me a shot to remember. And you can take all the pain away from me. You can say I will surrender. The sharpest lives are the deadliest to lead. And let it burn all the embers. So bright the sun is the shame to rise and be in love with all of these vampires. So you can leave like the saint, abandon me.
Okay, I like that one. It was like a frenzy of like controlled chaos, I would say. Um, Kind of like interesting, like sleek. I'd say like overall sonic texture on that track. It was really like there were chaotic elements, but they're really well controlled. I think there was a punk sound there, but I'm not exactly sure like what style of punk that is. But yeah, overall, solid track. I liked the way the bass lines were like under like like sonic surface texture of the song, and like the slashing style of the guitar riffs. um I think that helped identify it more individualistically from the other tracks so far on this one. Let's get into what, track 5. Welcome to the Black Parade. 5-minute track, okay.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned?
Sounds really theatrical already.
He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
All the guitars. scale was insane. Okay, I feel like some like important stuff just happened conceptually. Uh, that sounds like an intro. So I guess I was like the prelude to this, the first four. Um, that was obviously anthemic. It was on a super grand scale. A lot of orchestral support in the instrumentation and overall production, pacing of the track. Um, obviously like an anthem. The snare rolls were crazy. It was reminds me of, yeah, literally marching band. Cover of the album starting to be more in line with the concept and the themes now. I'm starting to get it. It reminded me of like opera or theater. The performance overall, like the vocals were literally arranged like the way a lot of songs in theater are. So the song started slow. A lot of different elements were brought in. It started, but it kept ramping up to the point that it transcended just being like a single genre or even genre blend. It kind of transcended the initial genre. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's like rock opera or like or theater or like actual like marching band. There was so much in there. And for some, like the song sounded really triumphant, really dark, like heartbreaking, sad, like almost mourning, and also like there was like nostalgia. I had a really like strong sense of nostalgia with that track, and I don't know why, because I don't think I've ever heard it. Um, I'm not familiar with this group other than the other album I've listened to. I've like never listened to them before, so I don't know what that was, but the song sounded like reminiscent of something. But yeah, the scale was so large. Um, that was dope. That's probably my favorite track right now. Let's get into what, track six. We're almost halfway. I Don't Love You, track six.
love you like I loved you yesterday. Say, hey, hey, how I don't love you like I loved you yesterday. Say, hey, how I don't love you like I loved you yesterday.
That's like pure heartbreak. I like how raw the vocal performance was from Gerard on this one. Um, and it was really clean and open overall with the production. So there was a lot more space for the vocals to breathe here. Yeah, that would probably be all I have to say on that one. I liked it. It was decent. I don't think it was as good as the one before, but it was still good. House of Wolves, track 7. I'm getting like halfway now.
Because I got enough to spare, and I'll be granting your permission, cause you haven't got a prayer. Well, I said, hey, hallelujah, I wanna come on, sing the praise, and let the spirit come on through ya. We got innocence for days. Well, I think I'm gonna burn it hell. Everybody burn the house right down and say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Oh, no. You play ring around the ambulance like you never gave a care. So get the choir boys around you, it's a compliment, I swear. And I said ashes to ashes, we all fall down. I wanna hear you sing the praise. I said ashes to ashes, we all fall down. We got innocence for days. Well, I think I'm gonna burn in hell. Everybody burn the house right down and say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. You better run like the devil, cause they're never gonna leave you alone.
Remind me of the music a
In
bit.
the alley, cause they're never gonna find you a home. And as the blood runs down the walls, you see me creeping up these halls. I made a bad motherfucking taste, it's a ramen of a go, go, go. And I say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man, kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel, take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man,
That's like the sound for original.
tell me I'm a bad man, tell me I'm a bad man, tell me I'm a Sing it out, sing it out. Yes I am, yes I am.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, you could just like chattel on to that one. More of, like raw energy. I really liked it. Um, Almost like a manic, I would say flow overall, to that one. Yeah, that was nice. I'm just trying to keep up with the whole concept and narrative of the whole album. Track 8, Cancer. Only 2 minutes.
Turn away if you could get me a drink of water, cause my lips are chapped and faded. Call my Aunt Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers still. I not turn away, 'cause I'm awful just to see, 'cause all my hair's abandoned, all my body, all my agony. Know that I will never marry, baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It just ain't happening, and I just hope you know that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. 'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
I wish that track was longer. Um, yeah, it's really devastating. Probably an emotional peak of the album so far. Other than what track 5. This is like pure, intensely raw, despair, really personal level here. So like the overall scale of the concept's not like super crazy for that track, but in terms of like an intimate setting, it's like a lot more blunt and tragic than a lot of the other tracks since it's so personal. Um, I really like the general strings. Uh, the overall tone kind of matched the vibe of a funeral a little bit, like some other tracks have. There was some sparse piano in there. Um, it was like a ballad almost, I'd say stylistically. I really like that one. Yeah, just the piano and the vocals, I think, really made that one. Track 9, Mama. I really wish that last track was like 4 minutes.
Mama, we all go to hell. Mama, we all go to hell. I'm writing this letter and wishing you well.
Sounds like a theater song.
Mama, we all go to hell. Oh, well, now, Mama, we're all gonna die. Mama, we're all gonna die. Stop asking me questions, I'd hate to see you cry. Mama, we're all gonna die. And when we go, don't blame us, yeah. We let the fire just feed us, yeah. You made us so famous. We'll never let you go. When you go to return to me, my love. Mama, we're all full of lies. Mama, we're meant for the flies. And right now they're building a coffin your size. Mama, we're all full of lies. Well, mother was the one to my legs and to my tongue. You should have raised a baby girl. I should have been a better son. If you could count on the infection, naked, amputated ones, you should have been. I could have been a better son. And when we go, don't blame us, yeah. We let the fire just feed us, yeah. You made us so famous. We'll never let you go. She said you ain't no son of mine for what you done there. Get a find a place for you and just your mind, your manners when you go. And when you go to return to me, my love, that's right. Mama, we are gonna hell. Mama, we are gonna hell. But the shit that I've done with this fuck of a gun, you would cry as to rise alive. We're dead after all. Through fortune and blame we fall. And if you can stay, then I'll show you the way to return from the ashes you fall. We all carry on. We're brothers in arms. We're brothers in arms. So raise your glass high for tomorrow. We die and return from the ashes you
Oh, it's getting really chaotic. Okay. Yeah, that one was really theatrical. Like cabaret, honestly. Yeah, I really like that one. The parts where like the voice was getting more intense, and then it would like go from like the loud singing and like shouting to screaming, was really interesting. Uh, Over the top production there, like it was really cluttered but like controlled still. I feel like on purpose. I feel like some listeners would like initially be overwhelmed by a track like that. But honestly, I really loved that one. That was probably one of the better tracks for me. Probably like my third favorite so far. That was fun. It was a fun listen. Track 10, Sleep.
Some say now suffer all the children and walk away a savior or a madman and polluted from gutter institutions. Don't you breathe on me, undeserving of your sympathy, 'cause there ain't no way that I'm sorry for what I did. When I threw it all, how could you cry for me? 'Cause I don't feel bad about it. So shut your eyes, kiss me goodbye, and say, just say, the hardest part is letting go of your dreams. A drink for the horror that I'm in, for the good guys and the bad guys, for the monsters that I've been. 3 cheers for tyranny, unapologetic apathy, 'cause there ain't no way that I'm coming
What is that echo?
back again. And through it all, how could you cry for me? 'Cause I don't feel bad about it. So shut your eyes, kiss me goodbye, and say, just say, the hardest parts, the awful things that I've seen.
Sounds like something you would hear in a movie.
Just say,
like that echoing effect on the guitar. And that distortion, nice. I like the eerie tones and stuff. Yeah, that was a nice track. We'll just go to the next one.
They're gonna clean
Track
up
11,
your looks with all the
Teenagers.
lies in the books to make a citizen out of you. Because they sleep with a gun and keep an eye on you, son, so they can watch all the things you do. Because the drugs never work, they gonna give you a smirk, cause they got methods of keeping you clean. They're gonna rip up your heads, your aspirations to shreds, another cog in the murder machine. They said I'll teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe it'll leave you alone, but not me. The boys and girls in the clique, the awful names at the stick. You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did. They said, "Oh, teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They can care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me." Oh, yeah.
I like that rock. It was like kind of a break from the story. I feel like it kind of like cut out of it. But it's like a fun little like almost kind of like punchy, edgy song. A little like rebellious like sound to it. Um, yeah, the vocal delivery there was like nothing like super out of the ordinary or like very drastically different from other stuff. So not much I can really get into there. But it sounds like a really energetic like crowd pleasing song, like something that's like catchy and easy for like a big group to chant. A little sarcastic with like some of the preachy lyrics on there, but yeah, it was all right. It was just I don't know. I feel like it was really different from a lot of the other tracks in terms of like the overall narrative. It's like this is a concept album, right? Track 12, Disenchantment or Disenchanted. Okay, this already sounds sad.
Well, I was sold the cars for the queen. And when the lights all went out, we watched our lives on the screen. I hate the ending myself, but it started with an alright scene. It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing. It was a lie when they smiled and said you won't feel a thing. And as we ran from the cops, we laughed so hard it would sting. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if I'm so wrong, how can you listen all night long? How will it matter after I'm gone? Because you never learned a goddamn thing. It's just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. Well, if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to you. I spent my high school career spit on and shoved to agree, so I can watch how my heroes sell a car on TV. We get the young guillotine, we'll show 'em what we all mean. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if I'm so wrong, how can you listen all night long? Now will it matter long after I'm gone? Because you never learned a goddamn thing. It's just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. Well, if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to you. So go, just go right away. But where did you run to? And where did you hide? Go find another way. Price you It's just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. Well, if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to you. Come on, it's just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. Well, if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to you.
Full circle going on. I like that. Easily one of the best songs so far. It's like number 2 right now for me. Close to number 1, very close. I like how it started with just the acoustic, really simple, clean, uh, kind of spacey build because there was a lot of room for like things to be brought in and built on, and then it blew into a full on like rock, ballad like crescendo. Um, those lyrics are just a sad song with nothing to say. Uh, like it's almost like mourning or like regretting like lost dreams of like the past, and then now you're not even living in the present anymore, like in the future, like your whole life's like pretty much flashed. uh so yeah, there's tragedy in that, still nostalgia with some elements there thematically, but man, heavy reflection, really deep, like disillusionment, uh hope completely burning out, because I mean it's pretty much over. uh yeah, that song had some deep layers to it. Next track is 13. We're at the tail end of
No,
this
I know
famous
that
last
I
words.
can't make you stay, but where's your heart?
Okay.
But where's your heart? But where's your... And I know there's nothing I can say to change that part, to change that part, to change. So many bright lights that cast a shadow, but can I speak? Well, is it hard understanding I'm incomplete? A life that's so demanding, I get so weak. A love that's so demanding, I can't speak. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. If you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. Can you say my eyes are shining bright? 'Cause I'm out here on the other side of a jet black hotel mirror, and I'm so weak. Is it hard understanding I'm incomplete? Love that's so demanding, I get weak. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. If you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. If you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home. These bright lights have always made These bright lights have always made I say, I'll see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. can say can stop me going home.
Wow, those some of the lyrics and delivery on there, pure emotion, almost like survival in terms of like the narrative and stuff. This has to be the emotional climax of the album. There's no way. It's really it gave off a really triumphant, like empowering feeling. Um, the guitars were really roaring on there. The chord progression of that whole track was like really anthemic. Uh, yeah. Gerard Way, I think's his name. Really good vocal performance there. Really cathartic. I feel like with like the production and everything, the sound, uh huge scale, like it was really well layered and everything. But yeah, that's the vibe by God. It was really like uplifting throughout all like the chaos of the whole album. Still like I don't know if I'd say fully like positive feeling, but really uplifting and like hopeful. I think hopeful is probably a better way to put it. Yeah, I really like that one. That's one of the best tracks. It's like the top four. And oh, hidden track, Blood. It's like 2 minutes 48 seconds. Oh, is it like silence or whatever? Is it one of those? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let it just keep doing this. Oh, so when you listen to the album like on tape or whatever, was it like just silent for a while and then it like got to here?
Your complete cooperation. Send your roses when they think you need to smile.
Okay.
I can't control myself because I don't know how. When they love me for it, honestly, I'll be here for a while. So give them blood, blood, gallons of the stuff. Give them all that they can drink, and it will never be enough. So give them blood, blood, blood. Grab a glass because there's going to be a flood. A celebrated man amongst the gurneys. They can fix me proper with a bit of luck. The doctors and the nurses, they adore me so, but it's really quite alarming, 'cause I'm such an awful fuck. I gave you blood, blood, gallons of the stuff. I gave you all that you can drink, and it has never been enough. I gave you blood, blood, blood. I'm the kind of human wreckage that you love.
That's like a really twisted type of send off, but for the overall like album, uh yeah, that song was like theatrical, kind of like carnival esque sound. Nice little Easter egg at the end. Okay. Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing. I really enjoyed the overall album. I would say like the full narrative is like really clearly dramatic and deeply emotional. Like a lot of emotional weight throughout the whole thing. Death, trauma, redemption at the end. Uh, yeah. I assume the guy's like on his deathbed or whatever. He had cancer, I think, based on like how things were described. I think that's pretty clear. But yeah, there was a lot of it was really interesting. And then the way death was visualized as like a parade that like from his memory as a kid was really interesting. And I guess how the cover art symbolism it's kind of on the nose there with that. But yeah, really interesting overall narrative structure. I feel like I have to listen to this more to like get some of the parts and pieces more. But yeah, overall, very good project. One of the better albums I feel like of the more I wouldn't say modern, but like closer like into the 2000s like alternative realm where the bands are like experimenting and blending different sounds and stuff. I had a really unique identity compared to earlier times. So I definitely appreciate that. I always love concept albums. Just from my like my initial rap background, I'm pretty used to like listening to a lot of concept albums. I think some of the better rap albums in general are concept albums. So, if you have more concept albums, honestly, I will definitely check them out. For any genre. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one. Um, Let me know if you want me to listen to any of their other albums. I've listened to one. I don't know what other ones to listen to, only because the other one and this one were the ones that were requested the most, like by far. Um, so yeah, that'll be it for this one. If we're going overall list though, man, it's gonna be really hard for me not to say Welcome to Black Parade is first. Disenchanted, I ended up really liking though, as well as I think was it Mama and honestly, the Sharpest Lives grew. I think that one's gonna grow on me too. I think those are all in that realm of like the ones I liked a lot. But Welcome to Black Parade, obviously, that song sounded really anthemic. I'm not certain, but that sounded like a song that'd be really popular. Somebody will probably explain that better to me, but that song sounded like a hit, damn near. Um, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Beatles White Album, probably have that one done tomorrow. It's a long album. That video is gonna be like 2 hours. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.